Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Carrie Penny, the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Pippin has already taken up residence in my lap. This is the second video I filmed today. And within about 3 minutes of me sitting down, he decided it was time to snuggle. Didn't ya? Didn't ya? So today I am drinking a orange cinnamon tea. Ooh, I just went all sorts out of focus. Orange cinnamon tea with a winter spice Twinings tea bag. This is a new mug. I found it at Hobby Lobby the other day. Nami, 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 nami. I'm hopefully going to be able to get this like in 30 minutes like I did last time, but no guarantees. So we'll start off with my non-yarny whips or FOs. So I made a couple cards. I have a couple people that I wanted to send out cards to that I missed during Christmas because I didn't get my Christmas cards out until like super duper late. But, a couple of these will be going out in packages and a couple of them will be going out like regular cards. So that's going to be in a package. I'll put the little clippies on the envelope. I thought this one had a clippy, but I don't see it. And then there are actually two of these. These are made so I can put them in the mail. So yeah, there's that. And then we start to the Ernie's. I finished my ribbon candy dishcloth, which I actually like this pattern. I still think it's written wrong. But that's just me. Then, so Melanie over at Stitched My Lou did and I haven't done a video since we did this, but she did a conference call instead of a live chat. And this is actually, I finished this while I was in that. And then when I got done, like, I was ready to go to bed. Like, I was going to go take my shower and go to bed. And my husband, like, got off on this music kick. And then I started watching something. And then we just went back and forth all night. And then it ended with watching The Best of the Insults of Al Bundy. I literally sat on the floor finishing this after I'd already put it down and packed it up for the night, watching The Best Insults of Al Bundy. But it's another circular one. This one does not have a name. This was just kind of me going in a circle. It's similar to the orbital pattern that was in the Knit Picks book, but different. Even though they did have a bicolor one, like my stitches are a little bit different. My count's different. Sorry, I told y'all last week it had been in the 60s and 70s here. Today it's in the 30s and it's windy and it's dry outside. Like I've actually got a little nose bleeding going on because the air is so dry outside that it dried out my nostrils, like just going to get the mail and stuff like that. And the last of my finished objects are returning from last week. We have my felted down coasters. These were crocheted using the Peyton's roving, classic roving in Pacific Blue and Dark Gray. That one's got linties on it. It only took 2 washes in my washer. Like I said, I have an HE washer. And it only took 2 loads to get these to felt down. I was very, very surprised. But the second washing, for some reason, the first washing was jeans and the second washing was towels. And my towels don't generally produce that much lint, and I don't use white towels. So I'm not quite sure why these got so linty. I am going to have to come through and like depil them a little bit. But this is the basket. So you can see. Oh, I do need to clip those back. But this one was knitted. There's Pippin hair. See that? And I just kind of did a random pattern on it. I actually used this to bring everything upstairs so I could sit down to film. That's a holding place for my stuff right now. And that's all I got finished in the last week. I've been working on some whips that have been a long time coming. And we've been packing up Christmas. When I threw up the video Saturday night announcing the winner of the Carrie Pantone giveaway, like I said, we had been boxing up everything. We did everything but the blue and silver tree. And right now, see if I can just rotate this. Excuse the mess, but I started bringing up the boxes up here today. And getting the, I mean, that's already too deep. Like you see the two, and then there's another row deep back there of stuff that needs to go in the attic directly behind here. I've got a little mini door. You saw that when I panned. That's the mini door. I think Troy's going to help me get the boxes that are literally too long for me to carry up the stairs. He's going to help me with those when he gets home, probably before dinner. And maybe we'll do it after dinner. That way we don't fall asleep or like get distracted or anything. We've been watching Designated Survivor, and neither one of us can sit on the sofa in the evening very long without like kind of getting sleepy or uncomfortable. So yeah, if we watch one episode and then come upstairs and or handle getting all this stuff in the attic, we either have to lock the cats in one of the bathrooms downstairs while we do that. Otherwise they try to get in the attic, or we have to bring everything upstairs, stage it, shut the doors, and not let them upstairs. It's almost easier to lock them downstairs, and nicer too, because they're not like feeling like we're throwing them away. Just will not leave me alone. That light is getting so weird. Normally I try to film at like noon when the light's not directly pouring in. We haven't had this much sunlight recently, so this is so weird. So I brought 2 whips up with me. Right now I'm really hardcore working on these plus dishcloths. Well, a dishcloth. I was going back and forth with Karen of Happiness is Homemade, and she was talking about, Ari keeps telling her the virus shawl is oh so easy, and she just couldn't get her hands around it. And I was telling her, ooh, well, that has never happened before. Sorry about that. Totally kicked y'all straight off into the floor, and I'm about to do it again. Lord have mercy. Trying to get my legs straight, and that's what I get. Cats flying off and cameras falling over. I'm so crooked now. Hold on just a second while I go ahead and get you all fixed again. So apparently I knocked loose when it fell tumbling backwards, the screw that holds Anyway. Like I was saying, I was talking to Karen over at Happiness is Homemade, and she was saying that she was having a hard time getting her hands around the virus shawl, that she kept making mistakes and she couldn't figure out what she was doing wrong. So I decided to finally try it again. Now, I am not much for reading charts. I will say, Karen, if you're watching, following the designer's videos, like watch part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and literally do it with her. Because I don't like her chart. And until I got to part 4 and finished that, I was making mistakes. And it's because she uses non-continuous markings. But I have got one started. I've done 2 sets without following the video now. I'm very proud of myself. But if like you need help like figuring out how I managed to get this far, let me know and I will help you. The yarn is Italian Story Luce from Red Heart. It's 20% mohair, 28% acrylic, 46% nylon, 6% polyester. I've got Luce and another one from the Italian Story collection that I'm going to be doing a review on. These are the high-end ones from Red Heart that I was talking about, along with the Marley Bird. I do have a couple of those now. I don't know how I feel about this one. I will say, though, if you are prone to needing to frog and you really, 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 really want that fuzzy, fuzzy yarn, this one's not that bad to frog. The sequins do hang a little bit, but the yarn itself doesn't seem to be felting together. I guess because it's only 20% natural animal fiber, but I do like the way the sequins are showing up in it. I am not getting good between the fuzz of the yarn and the weird blown out lighting. At least this side of my face is starting to look like me now and not filtered. It's the sun is coming across it. Like when I started filming my 10 things video, it was directly coming in that side window. And now the sun is like, you can't even see what I'm doing with my hand. So my window is in the middle of the room on this side. The sun was like overhead like this over the window, and now it's at least doing this, so I'm looking more normal and not so blown out and like the filter that makes you look fake. But yeah, I'm happy with the way this is turning out. I initially thought I was going to keep this for myself, but I don't know now. I'm normally fine with mohair, but I am finding this to be a little itchy and fluffy. So when I'm done, I will soak it and see how I feel about it. I think because of the amount of synthetic fibers, it's going to need to be soaked for softness and pin blocked out. And then when it's dry, it's going to have to be hit with steam. But I really love the way the sequins show up in this. I've used other fuzzy yarns with sequins in them, and they haven't sparkled quite like this one does. So there are distinct pros to it. And yes, I'm using my candy dish as a yarn bowl because I still haven't ripped out, frogged my West Wind shawl. I'm more mad it took me so long to figure out I'd messed it up. More so than I am that I messed it up. Because I messed it up like in the first 40 rows, and now I'm like, the mess up is down on the tip, like down here. And now I'm like this far along. Like I'm... So the other whip I wanted to show you guys is my Gore and Roll and the Karen Pantone video. One of Gypsy's question, like her suggestion for what to review was Hobium. And I've already discussed how I felt about Hobium as a business, but how do I feel about their yarn specifically? I have not finished yet. My second project with their yarn is actually this. It's an infinity scarf, I guess. It's a double wrap scarf. But I'm about 80% done with it now. Maybe closer to 85% done. I have 2.5 more pattern sections left to go, but we do stockinette, bumpily, stockinette, lace, And you do that pattern 4 times. This is a free pattern. I'll link it down below. The green yellow section is a little bright. I bought it for the purples and I didn't mind the green yellows, but yeah. So this is the first pattern stitch in the repeat, and I've already started the second one. I've been trying, since I brought it downstairs, to work on it, to do one color section every day at least. But there are other projects that I want to work on too. This started off as a bedroom project until it got too long for me to sit in the bed and work on. In there, I do have the knit crate cowl from last month started. I'm halfway done with that. I've already attached the second ball, and the scarf that I started on Christmas Day is in there. And those have been the 2 projects I've been working in bed recently. But that scarf is also starting to get too long to sit in the bed and work on. Because when you sit in the bed and work on things, it's a little... But yeah, that's it. Y'all, not that exciting over here. I mean, it's been a... That's kind of been indicative of my week this week. It is Thursday. It is also funny because like 3/4 of my lipstick is on my cup. From this distance, I can't tell. But every time I lean forward just a little bit, Oh, I'm so weird. Sorry, guys. So I only have one other thing I want to discuss with you guys. And I'm surprised that I've so far managed to keep this under half an hour. We're at 17 minutes. And that's with things tumbling off. Yeah. Eventually, I've got... The sad part is, y'all, before I get into this last piece of information, I have a tripod. Like a proper tripod that this attachment for the phone will fit on. Ask me why I don't use it. Yeah. That's why I don't use it. I know where it is. It literally would take 3 minutes. I can do it at this height when I'm filming on the floor. I could pull it up full length when I'm filming downstairs. I could sit at my desk and film with it. Yeah. Just haven't bothered. And it's been, what, almost 4 months since I started YouTube. Oh my goodness. I got the short tabletop one just to see if I was okay, like filming myself and sharing myself on the internet. Y'all. For realsies. So as of coming upstairs to film these last 2 videos, I was at 182 subscribers. So we're getting kind of close to the 200 subscriber mark. And I wanted to let you guys know that when I do hit 200 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. I will once again be giving away another pattern, $6 value. So keep your eyes peeled. Share me if you want to. And hopefully we can get this giveaway out of the way before the end of the month. I know, that makes it sound like cheap. It's not. But yeah, so don't take this offensively, but I'm kind of surprised there are so many people willing to watch me. And so many of you guys interact with me. It's been a pleasure. I'm fairly new to using YouTube as a place to search for craft stuff. I'm not sure why it never dawned on me to search crochet to begin with, but yeah, so I'm actually not just new to filming. I am new to interacting in the crochet world and knitting world on YouTube as a platform. I used to be very active on Ravelry, and like I've said before, I used to run a blog where I was actually pretty active in blog swaps and Yahoo used to have community groups where I was really active. We used to do a lot of live chats. Before video conferencing was popular, we would do text conferencing where we would text back and forth for 2 hours, it seems like, on like Saturday morning. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then after a couple of years of doing that, I'm not sure what happened, but life kind of got crazy and busy. For a while there, we had a rotation with my stepsons staying with us. We had a friend stay with us for a while, and we just got in this real weird loop and pattern of our house wasn't ours, which, well, I don't mind like weekend company or week-long company. Some of these people were staying with us for 3 and 4 months at a time. So I'm a very schedule-driven person, and anything that throws any part of my schedule out of whack kind of puts me not getting normal things done. So I guess like we had so many times where like I'd finally get my arms around everything again, get back on track, get back on my schedule, get back on my routine. And then the next thing would happen. And that just kind of took over my life for a long time. So when things started transitioning into YouTube, I actually was not active in any of these communities anymore. So, I mean, it's surprising and it's not surprising at the same time that, I haven't been as active with some of these groups and pages, on Facebook and YouTube. Now I have been, a member of like the CCC crochet social group for like 3 years now. Repeat Craft for Me. I've been very active on that one. Two Hearts Crochet. So in Facebook land, like I've been a lot more active, but I kind of dropped off the face of the planet. Other than using Ravelry as a tool to find patterns and save my projects and pictures of my projects and the yarns I used and things like that, kind of like a digital scrapbook. I really wasn't using the community. I've had Instagram since Instagram started. I didn't start posting to Instagram until October. I think October is when I really started using it properly. Twitter, same way. I was an early subscriber to Twitter. As soon as Twitter started to gain traction, a lot of the television shows I watched at the time on Sci-Fi had Twitter feeds for the shows. So like I used Twitter to read, but I never tweeted. And even still, like I will tweet my update, like when I do a vlog until the end of the month, I guess. YouTube's changing how they're doing their posting and sharing now. But yeah, it's kind of weird because I haven't been active in so long in the crafting community overall that I'm this close to 200 people actually subscribing to my channel. And I see myself as being very weird, awkward, and sometimes incredibly off-putting, to be honest. So the fact that there was even 20 people who could tolerate listening to me talk and share my crafty life and stuff with me, like that was surprising enough. But here we are at almost 200 people, and I'm very happy that there are that many people that are interested in seeing what I do. I think of myself as pretty boring. Weird, but boring. I've joked before, I'm too young and too poor to be eccentric. So, I do see myself as being kind of off-putting and weird and scatterbrained and ditzy, and I'm happy that I entertain so many of you guys. I get a lot of laughter comments, and I've gotten a couple PMs that are thank you for the laughs. You were absolutely hilarious today, which I don't see myself as being funny. I tickle myself, but I don't see that as being funny for other people. So I'm actually really happy to have a reason to give away patterns, and doing the Karen giveaway was a lot of fun. I had planned on sending Gypsy a package this quarter anyway, just because she's been such a wild cheerleader since I got on YouTube. Like half the time our messages back and forth, she signs them off, rah, rah, backhand spraying. So, because I keep calling her my personal cheerleader. So I've got her giveaway yarn that I've been pulling together, and a gift for her as well. But having a reason to pull those together, like I haven't done a swap, like a crafty swap where you actually send a package to somebody since I ran the SEC board on Ravelry. I mean, I actually ran the SEC board. That's how active I used to be on Ravelry. We did an East versus West shop. Our sports divisions are set up East-West. This predates A&M in Missouri joining the conference. That's like the last swap that I did was a swap that I ran 7 years ago, maybe. We lived at our last house for 2 years or 3 years, and we've been in this house almost 2 years. And I know that swap happened when we lived in our previous house. So it was before my granddaughter was born. So that's already 6 years right there. So this has been I know I'm just blabbering and gibbering on, but I'm still under 30 minutes. But thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for being a part of my weird life. And I am truly grateful to have all of you guys subscribing to my channel and interacting and liking videos and sharing videos. It really genuinely means a lot to me. So hopefully by the end of the month, we'll get those last 18 people subscribed, and we can go ahead and do a 200 subscriber giveaway. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm not going to hold you here any longer. You did just spend 10 minutes now listening to me blabber on. I hopefully will be back next week. Sometimes life. But I will see you guys real soon regardless. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.